Good Friday evening here on Warriors Network. It's Groundhog's Day as the Pieper Warriors take on the Canyon Cougarettes in this district matchup between the Warriors and the Cougarettes. A highly touted Comal clash here tonight. The 8-1-1 Cougarettes enter playing against the Pieper Warriors, who host a record of 7-2-1. It's a high-scoring affair is what we're expecting here tonight in the Pieper Coliseum. Cole Pavelli alongside you as these two get ready to take on each other under the clouds as we moved up the kickoff time from 7:30 to 5:30 to avoid possible storm here tonight. As you see the Warriors in their purple kit with white with yellow numbers and black socks. And there you see the weather that we're trying to avoid here tonight. Possible storms incoming, as it's going to be an early spring, Punxsutawney Phil has told us. We'll see if that comes to fruition in a few weeks. But here, Pieper Coliseum, these two Comal teams, coached by Sergio Martinez, the Canyon Cougarettes, and Season Coughlin for the Pieper Warriors. As we have 80 minutes of soccer on tap, just about to get underway. You see the Pieper Warriors led by number 17, Alex Scholl, getting ready to take the field. We've got a good one for you as these two teams get ready to go. Mila Stubbs in goal for the Warriors, wearing the lighter purple shade in goal. There you see Season Coughlin, the head coach of the Warriors. Started this Pieper team. She has 20 years of coaching experience. She brings experience from the U23 national level. And at the Stephen F. Austin is where she had college experience. As we're just about ready for kickoff here on Warriors Network. Canyon wearing the white and red kit, moving left to right. Pieper wearing the purple rain kit, moving right to left, as Canyon has the first half kickoff. Pieper entering with a record of 7-2-1. Canyon a record of 8-1-1. Both these teams a 3-0 district record as it's early on in the season. Ball over the top for Pieper, and they head it towards goal, but collected easily by the Canyon keeper. Not a true shot for number 1, Isabella Muchagimba. She is the starting keeper for the Cougarettes here tonight, wearing the blue kit and black goalie pants. Playing on this all-turf Pieper Coliseum field. Ball will be moving quickly. And if any rain starts to come down, that ball will move even quicker. As the lights come on here in the Coliseum, Warriors, very offensive side, as well as the Cougarettes. Two very offensive teams. Pieper 41 goals entering tonight's match, as the Warriors have a run down the right side, but kicked away by the Cougarette defense. Now the Cougarettes having a counterattack momentum here. The defense from these two sides been stout so far, just a minute and a half into play. No true shot on goal yet for either team. We'll see how long that lasts in this possibly high-scoring matchup. The Warriors, as mentioned, top of the district right now. Only 3 games in, so a lot of district play to go. The Warriors have had a stout schedule so far. Their schedule has gotten them to a 7-2-1 record, as mentioned. As attacking momentum here, a through ball gets cut off by the Canyon defense. Riley Kitchen, they're cutting off the through ball. The Cougarettes working down the left wing. Makes one Pieper defender lose momentum. Lose her footing. The ball back in midfield for Pieper. Attacking momentum here for the Warriors. That's Ashton Hubert. Left corner of the box, but gets poked out by the Cougarette back line. Be a deep throw in for the Warriors. That's Shannon Best, and that was on the slide tackle, stopping the momentum of Hubert. No one on the other end of the throw in for the Warriors. Bodying Bella Pringle, trying to get the ball back for the Warriors. So far, the Warriors have been going down the right side in the center of the pitch. Had that one chance with Ashton Hubert to the left side. Cutting in there is Maddie Price. Price lays it off to Jones. Jones gets it back to the midfield area. The Warriors top the district standings early on. Just behind them is Smithson Valley and Canyon. All three of those Comal schools with a 3-0 record, just 3 games in. So a big game here for Pieper and Canyon to possibly get a game up on each other with a victory here tonight. As we're just about 3-4 minutes in. No score, nothing here in Pieper High School. Is just keeping that one in play, or the Cougarettes. As the pass goes awry, gets back to the Warriors now, just outside the box. An attacking position, looking for a cross here, goes for a goal, and it hits the crossbar of the field goal post. Just a little bit too high there for Alex Scholl, the first official shot on goal for either team, just going a bit too tall. You see there the shot by Scholl, almost perfectly placed and just about a foot too high, but would have had this positioning if it was about a foot shorter. Scholl back with the ball, going for the through ball to the right side, cross into the middle, a dangerous ball, and it gets by Ariana Vasquez. Went across the face of the goal, and no one just could get on the end of it for the Warriors. You see how close of an opportunity this was here for the Warriors. Just about a foot too far behind it for Vasquez, the midfielder, number 3. Would have been a big opportunity there early on for the Warriors. Could have been a 1-0 game, just a little over 5 minutes in. We might be looking back at that opportunity later on in the match as an opportunity squandered. But a throw in here for the Warriors, and they're attacking third. Cougarettes so far, not too much time on ball. We'll see how that changes. Their attacking team as well. 31 goals on the season and 13 in district play through those 3 games. As the Cougarettes got attacking momentum here down the left wing. Being stopped by one Warrior defender, that's Bella Pringle, tracking back the midfielder. Looks like wearing the captain's armband, Bella Pringle is. That coveted captain's armband. So many top-tier players have worn it in the past, and Pringle, the first one wearing it here today. As that one across, just safely handled by Mila Stubbs. And she'll punt this one away. Back at the feet of the Cougarettes. Working down that right side. About 6.5 minutes in, no score. One true shot on goal so far, just for the Pieper Warriors. Alex Scholl was off her right foot. Thrown by the Cougarettes, kicked away by the Warriors, but doesn't clear it enough. Goes off a Canyon player for Pieper throwing, and their defensive third. Went off of Ashlyn Anderson, the senior. Pieper trying to work down that left side, but some communicative errors. They get it to the midfield. Looking for a ball over the top here. They go on the ground, and it gets cut off by the Cougarettes back line. A back line of 4. It's like a 4-5-1, maybe 4-4-2 for the Cougarettes. Cougarettes working down the left side now. Back line of the Warriors stops that ball. The Warriors looking like a 3-5-3. Possibly a through ball down the left side. Gets it about to the 18-yard box, keeping it into the Cougarettes. Goes for the driven cross, but cut off by the Warriors' stout back line. Back line of the Warriors, that's only allowed 9 goals on the season. Goal differential of 32. Through ball looking for Ashton Hubert, but doesn't find her, doesn't connect, but back at the feet of the Cougarettes now is the ball. Going over the top here. And a hard tackle there by Luca Davis, midfielder. Warriors now in attacking position with the feet of Hubert. Trying to find some positioning by dancing through the defenders. Gets by one. Lays it off to Maddie Price on the left wing. Price. Last goes off Price. So it's the 2-man reffing crew here tonight. So 2 center judges, no official ARs. Just about 9 minutes into play. Nothing game. So far it's been a even-sided match. Couple of attempts for both sides in attacking position, but Pieper trying to be the first one to score the goal. That first coveted goal be momentous. This Comal Cup clash. Canyon having some attacking momentum right now, but it's broken up by the Warriors. So far, I had to say Ashton Hubert's name quite a bit, looking like she's playing a left forward position. As Riley Wisecarver was one-on-one for quite a minute there with Ashlyn Anderson. Hubert trying to get momentum going. Here's a chance for the Warriors. Scholl lays it off to the right side, the right wing. Looking for a through ball to Scholl, but finds Hubert after a few deflections. Long shot taken here, but bounces effortlessly off of the foot of Emma Jones into the hands of Muchagimba. Second shot for the Warriors is Cougarette team looking like they're a counter-attacking team who's letting the Warriors fall back into their attacking spot, and then pouncing on them is right here, getting called offside. Ashlyn Anderson on a close offside call. Looks like Ashlyn Anderson wearing the red armband for the Cougarettes. The senior, as you saw, she would have been in a perfect position for an attacking cross if she was not called offside. Long ball over the top, looking for Ariana Vasquez. Does not find Vasquez. Ball back with the Warriors. A through ball looking for Hubert. Hubert might beat the defender to it, and she does not beat the defender to it. Goes off of Hubert after Bradley Bechtel was the first one to get to it and played it off of Hubert. Both these teams on a 3-match win streak as a few substitutions are being made. Looks like Emma Jones coming off. Throw-in taken by the Canyon Cougarettes. Nil-nil game, 12 minutes in. Last season, these two matched up twice. Each time, the away team took the victory. Cougarettes looking down the right wing with Riley Hinnick. See what the back line of the Warriors can do here, being guarded by Maddie Price, who's dropping back. Through ball, but no one on the other end of it, as picking it up is Mila Stubbs. Mentioned both these teams on a 3-match win streak. As Piper's going down the right side looking for the through ball. Through the middle. Bounces off a few Cougarette defenders and eventually called offside, it looks like. Isa Gonzalez, or a foul is called. Not quite sure where the foul was. Doesn't look like too much. Maybe that little push off right there from Gonzalez. Gonzalez, who will be playing in college, committed verbally to Southwestern University in Georgetown, Texas, just up the road. Long opening kick over the top for the Cougarettes and getting onto the other end of it. Deep in their attacking third, the Cougarettes cuts it back to Riley Hinnick as it goes all the way back to the Cougarettes midfield. Ball now back with Piper and on streaking Ariana Vasquez going up the middle, but gets stopped by a few Cougarettes. So far we've seen the Warriors been direct play up the field. The Cougarettes on the opposite side been playing counterattack soccer. Long ball over the top here for Ashton Hubert. She's got a chance if she's the first one to it, and Isabella Muchagimba the first one to it. But now the quick throw-in taken, and Alex Scholl trying to be the first one to it. Forces an error, gets the ball to Maddie Price. Price trying to play too quickly. Does not find a Warrior on the other end of the pass. Cougarettes looking for a long ball over the top. No one on the other end. 14 and a half minutes in, still 0-0 game here in the Pieper Coliseum. Last season, the first matchup between these two was at Canyon, which saw a Pieper victory of 2-1. As the Cougarettes played all the way to their back line. Being pressured, though, by Gonzalez. Soon to be Pirate. As the Cougarettes opt to play a little tiki-taka soccer right around the midfield area. Now the Cougarettes looking for attacking play here as ball play through. Onside and coming out of nowhere, Mila Stubbs for the sweeping away of the ball. Cutting it back to Vasquez now. As a counterattack chance for the Warriors falters. Clearing it is Trevino, but goes off the Cougarettes and called offside as it went off the attacking Cougarette forward. We'll see Mila Stubbs come out of nowhere and sweep away that ball with perfect form to sweep away Riley Hinnick's opportunity of scoring. Seen keepers like Manuel Neuer create the sweeper-keeper position for the men's game for Bayern Munich, and a foul called right around the attacking third for the Warriors and a free kick opportunity here. Bit too far to say go for goal right away. We'll see what the Warriors do here. About 43 yards away from goal. Ball over the top. Looking for Huber and called offsides are the Warriors. So the opportunity there for the Warriors is squandered as offsides was the call for the front line of Pieper. Looked like Hubert was on the other end of it. Alyssa Nair, another keeper for the U.S. women's national team that has created that sweeper-keeper position. It's becoming more and more common. Hubert squares it off to Vasquez. Vasquez trying to find an opening somewhere. Gets it to Scholl. Scholl looking for Jimenez down that right wing side and goes out of play. Throw-in taken by the Cougarettes. 18 minutes in. Still 0-0 game. Only 2 shots on goal so far. 2 shots for Pieper. Through ball to Hubert. Bounces off a few players and she loses possession. Deep. Cougarette throwing again. It's been all Pieper possession. The midfield and attacking third, respectively. Cougarettes, when they have the ball, they are in attacking positions as that one's headed over the Warriors defense. Hennick trying to work down that right wing side. That right channel. Big throw in for the Cougarettes. Hit away by Jimenez, the winger. Cougarettes still looking for that right channel side. That's Kaylee Meyer who was on possession. We're at just about the halfway point of the first half. 19 minutes in. 0-0 still. And a foul possibly right on the edge of the box, but no foul called. Cougarettes in the midfield area trying to find some passing lanes. Passing lane cut off there by Pieper Warriors, Addie Jimenez. Through ball down the left channel, going towards the flag. Here's the Cougarettes. They keep it in play. Attacking position here goes out of play. They're saying goal kick for Pieper. It looks like there will be some substitutions on the touch line. It's Alexis Best coming on in the winger position. And a perfect stop there by the Warriors. That's Ashton Hubert. She one-touched it and kept it right at her foot. It looks like handball called against the Warriors. Free kick 40 yards away from goal. For the Canyon Cougarettes coming up, it will be taken by Bradley Bechtel. Senior, right foot, taking the free kick. 4 in the box for the Cougarettes, going for goal here. Again to it first is Stubbs. No danger as Mila Stubbs gets to it first. We'll credit Bechtel with a shot attempt there. Not really a dangerous shot, though, is Stubbs, who called into action once more. Stubbs and the other goalkeeper on the team, Olivia Flores, hasn't had to do a lot of work as Vasquez was the one on the end of the ball there. Eventually poked out by the Canyon defense in corner. The first corner coming up for either team here. It will be Isa Gonzalez to take the corner. 5 around the box for the Warriors. In-swinger, stays out though. Still in the box, still dangerous position here. Cuts it back in. Muchagimba just gets a fingertip to it. It's off the foot of Vasquez in just a fingertip save after some pinballing around in the penalty box. Just look at that reaction save by Muchagimba. Manages to keep it a 0-0 game. 22 minutes in. Outswinger corner again. This one rolls out all the way to the touch line. So throw-in coming for the Cougarettes. Close opportunity there, though, for the Warriors off the foot of Vasquez. Three shots on goal for the Warriors through 22.5 minutes. In 3 district games, This Pieper team has scored 15 in the last 2 games. They scored 7 at Seguin on January 23rd. A few days later, against Wagner here in the Coliseum, they won 8-0 against the Thunderbirds. Through ball to Vasquez. Gets it into the 18-yard box, but Cougarettes clear it away. Earlier this week against Veterans Memorial, Warriors won 7-0 in San Antonio. 22 district goals through 3 games for the Warriors. For Canyon, they've only played home district games so far. That was against Veterans Memorial, 7-0 win. As the through ball over the top gets cleared away by the Warriors defense all the way to their attacking third. Played it back to the midfield. Attacking momentum here. Gets a shot blocked. Shot of Ashton Hubert's was blocked by the Cougarettes. As Hubert playing defense from the front, being the first one to the ball for the Warriors, and heavy touch there by the Warriors turns over possession. These Cougarettes, though, playing Veterans Memorial, 7-0 victory. Then against Tivy, a 3-0 victory. Then latest against Bernie Champion, a 3-1 victory at home as well. So first away district game here in the Coliseum. Not a place you want to be playing your first district game. Throw-in taken by Pieper. Goes to the Cougarettes. Back line. Riley Wisecarver takes it away. Gets it to midfield. Through ball looking for Alexis Best. Best might be the first one to it, and she's not. And deep throw-in coming up for the Warriors. And they're attacking third. Just about lined up with the 18-yard box. Throw-in goes straight back out. Another throw-in coming up for the Warriors. 25 minutes in, 0-0 still. Squared off into the middle of the box. No one on the other end of it for Pieper. Pieper wearing their Purple Rain kits. That's REIGN as their motto this season, Purple Rain. As substitutions coming up for the Warriors, that's Emma Jones coming on. Looks like Ashton Hubert and Alex Scholl going off. When I was talking before game, it'd be interesting to see how many of these Warrior players know what Purple Rain originates from. Obviously from the artist formerly known as Prince. Just how many of them know Purple Rain originated with Prince. Thrown taken by Pieper down the right wing. Looking for that right channel, but haven't been able to find it so far. Purple, obviously, also a color of royalty in ancient times. As Pieper sticks with their Warriors aesthetic very well with the Coliseum here, the arena being the gymnasium. The Centurion helmets being the logo. There's a hard tackle there by Alexis Best. Unsettles a Cougarette player from the ball. Only 4 shots on goal in this game so far. 3 of them being for that Pieper team led by Susan Coughlin in her 20th year of coaching. Started this Pieper team as the Cougarettes opt to play it all the way back to Muchagimba. And she'll switch the playing field as she'll look like to play down the right side. Duffs it a little bit, though. Almost goes straight back to the Warriors. And we've one thing, 3 district games in. And we're 28 minutes into this game here. The 4th district game. You see Pieper, Smithson Valley, and Canyon and Champion at the top of the district. Those 4, obviously 3 of them being from Comal County and Comal ISD. 3-0 for the top 3, and then 2-1 after a Champion loss to Canyon last time out. Be a very tough district for anyone to get out of. One of the toughest districts you have to think in this part of Texas. You got Pieper, Smithson Valley. Smithson Valley last year, who was perfect on their season. Canyon here tonight, facing off the 3-0 Pieper Warriors and themselves being 3-0. Bernie Champion losing last time out, 3-1 to Canyon. You've got Tivy, Seguin, Veterans Memorial, and Wagner, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Chance here for the Warriors, going for goal. Muchagimba saves it easily, though. Now Zaya Gonzalez straight to the hands of Muchagimba. 4th shot on goal for the Warriors. About 10.5 left to go here in the first half. Cougarettes, though, looking for this counterattacking momentum that they've tried to go through all night long, but the Warriors square it off and force a throw-in of their own. Not too busy of a night in the district for soccer. Pieper and Canyon obviously going at it here on Warriors Network, 0-0. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Smith Valley has the night off. Their next game at Canyon. As Warriors looking for something over the top, but gets cut out by the Cougarettes. Bernie Champion, they're playing at Tivy tonight in Kerrville. So it's the Antlers and the Chargers going at it. A few miles down, 281. There's a dangerous attack there, led by Meyer for the Cougarettes, gets squared off by the Warriors. Deep throw in for the Cougarettes, their first of the night, but Stubbs gets to it to stop the attacking momentum. Tivy and Champion going at it tonight. Seguin off as well. Their next game at Canyon. Versus Canyon at Seguin. Veterans Memorial off as well. As attacking opportunity here. Through ball. Back and forth triangle play between, that was Vasquez and Gonzalez, but eventually peters out. Back to the Warriors, though, in the midfield area. That's Kaylee Meyer for the Cougarettes. And those blue boots that you can see. Is losing the footing a little bit there. Was a Canyon Cougarette just in the midfield area. Finds Hubert to Gonzalez. Gonzalez through ball. And Muchagimba gets to it first. Emma Jones would have been on the other side if she got to it first. Heading it back up to the attacking third. Gets it to Gonzalez. Hubert now with it. Back line of the Cougarettes stops the Warriors' attack once more. Long through ball. Cut off by Bella Pringle. It'll be a deep defensive third throw-in for the Warriors coming up as 3 players are coming on for the Warriors. Looks like Alexis Best and Ariana Vasquez, 2 of the ones going off. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the first half, 0-0 still. Ball in the midfield, right at the attacking third. Shot, but gets blocked for the Cougarettes. Thrown to be taken by Ashlyn Anderson. Looking for Meyer. Headed away by the Warriors. Meyer, you can see there right on the S of the Warriors, wearing the blue boots. Meyer will be wearing those blue boots soon enough for the Angelo State Rams in San Angelo. A few players here tonight that will be playing at the collegiate level. Got Isa Gonzalez for the Warriors. Got Luca Davis for the Warriors as well. University of Gloucestershire. She's committed to play there, or will be committed to play there soon enough. You see so many young athletes going to play collegiately and then hopefully playing at the next level, whether it's semi-pro or professional. There's so many options now in women's soccer. One of those options being the Women's Super League. That's based in Britain, the equivalent of the Men's Premier League. You have the NWSL here in America, equivalent to the MLS. And so many other leagues popping up left and right across Europe and anywhere else where women's sport is becoming more and more popular. Cougarettes going over the top, trying to find someone, but gets cut off by the Warriors back line once more. 35 minutes down here in the first half. Still 0-0. Talked about last season how the first game at Canyon was a 2-1 game with the Pieper victory. That second one here at Pieper about a month later was a Canyon victory, 4-0. So the season ties last season. Canyon outscored Pieper 5-2. As Mila Stubbs comes out and grabs that one around the edge of the 18-yard box. Still 0-0. Just about 4.5 to go here in the first half. Not a lot of attacking opportunities for either team so far. Partially to be expected between these two teams that combined have only given up 13 goals on season. Pieper has given up 9 in their 10 games. Canyon has given up 4 in their 10 games. Pieper last gave up a goal against 6A Friendship in a tournament game. That was a 3-0 loss for the Warriors against Friendship. Friendship 6-0 currently on the season with 4 ties. That's putting them 26th in the state of Texas. Six A as mentioned, Friendship and Marcus. 2 6A schools that Pieper has faced. Attacking chance here for the Cougarettes if they get on to the other side of this. Myers keeps it in play. And foul called in favor of the Warriors. So free kick to be taken deep in their defensive third. Just under 3 to go here in the first half. Still 0-0. Pieper averages just under 4 goals a game on the season, with their most being 8. Canyon averages just a little over 3, with their most being 7 against the Veterans Memorial on January 26th. Myers with the ball. The central channel going for Anderson down that right side. She goes for goal and it swings outside. Not a dangerous opportunity there for Anderson, and she caught it on the outside of her boot. Just the second shot for the Cougarettes here in the first half. Under 2 to go now. See how the match turns up here in this final 2 minutes of this first half. Myers in the 18-yard box down the right side, cuts it back out. Lays it off to Anderson. Anderson with a dangerous cross, but going too strong. Goes all the way out to the other side of the pitch. It's like late half substitutions is coming off is Sophia Ramirez. Looks like Ava Trevino. That's actually Ariana Vasquez coming back on. Just over a minute here in the first half. 0-0 still. Cougarettes and Warriors. This foul called. Free kick to be taken by the Warriors. Likely going to be last set of attacking play here for the Warriors unless they move quickly. A lot of Warriors downfield. Looking for a ball well over the top. Vasquez couldn't find it. Vasquez, though, back with it, squares it off to the forward. Now the Cougarettes cleared away, though. Goes to a Warrior defender. That's Ava Trevino. Under 30 to go. We'll see if there's one goal in this first half or if it stays 0-0. As the clock ticks to 0. Looks like this first half will end 0-0 as these two very competitive and offensive teams haven't quite found the offensive stride so far. It's 0-0 after 40. We've got 40 minutes to go as Season Coughlin and the Warriors look to make their district record 4-0. We'll be back with the second half here on Warriors Network.
Hey, Chloe.
Yes, Coach Patton?
Come in for a minute.
Of course.
So I want to talk to you about social media.
Oh.
So it's this GVTC AR experience. It's like really cool. I mean, like drip.
Wow, okay.
GVTC is connecting you to Warrior volleyball player Chloe Monson in a reality-bending way. Scan the code for exclusive access and let the power of GVTC level up your reality in a whole new way.
Every roof has a story, and you notice yours has more than one to tell. That spring storm brought more than just rain. The telltale thump of hail hitting every second as the wind tears the shingles off one by one. Now it's time to do something about it, but you need someone you can trust. That's why homeowners turn to Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, a family-owned company with over 30 years of experience in all types of roof systems. Providing free inspections, Stevens will help you every step of the way. Join our family today. Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, trusted by generations.
On the Cannery Road, good luck down in Austin. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's all just a part of the show. God bless you and your 9 to 5. Hot supper on the table. But don't you tell me about me and mine. I'm a savvy boy, willing and able. How they ever gonna find us? Shipwreck on the mountain, rubbernecking all the outlaws. It's who we wanna be. Belly up and just fake it, and 2-step over 80, so we can hope to be someone someday.
I'm Megan Hembry.
I'm Tyler Ferris, and we're Ferris Orthodontics. You going first?
Okay. I was a 4th grader, and I went to the orthodontist, and there were 2 things that I liked. First, everyone seemed just as happy as they could be. So I thought, this is great, because they're all happy. Second, they were all dressed the same. So 4th grade Megan was like, I think this is the job for me.
For me, I grew up in Brady, Texas, small town, and from a very normal family, and it was essentially, hey, who needs orthodontics the worst? And it happened to be my brother. And so the nearest orthodontist was in San Angelo, Texas, and so that's quite a drive. Somehow I was commissioned to work on his mouth, and so I would get in there with pliers and needle nose pliers and whatnot, and adjust, and people would laugh and say, oh, he's going to be an orthodontist, and then boom, it happened. I think there's several things that set us apart from other ortho offices, and there's lots of great ones around, but I think we really made a niche in terms of how efficient we are through treatment. Sometimes moms will complain that the magazines are good, but they don't have time to read them because their kid is already up and out, or they haven't had enough time to jump in and talk with their friends at the chair. So we try to get all patients in and out quickly, efficiently. Nobody's more busy now than the average American mom. And so we're great with that. We're so serious about getting each one just like it should be, really rendering great care.
Yeah, we're efficient, but we also deliver great care too. You know, we take pride in the results that we get. And you know, I think one of the strengths of our practices is just that our staff, I mean, they've been around. Like we've had staff that are here 10 or 15 years, and the kids get to know them. And they probably talk sometimes more to our assistants than they do us, because they get to know them, and those assistants know a lot about what's going on with them. So, yeah.
And it's such an amazing thing, because as time goes along, you're not just co-workers, you're family. Mm-hmm. And then once you're family and you're taking care of each other, then it's easier to take care of the people that come through those doors right there.
Sometimes when I see patients' names, I remember them as like the 8-year-old little boy that walked in that first day. And that's how I see them. And then at the end of treatment, when they're 14 years old or 13 and they've grown up on us. And
I never get tired of seeing that amazing change that goes on from 8, 9 up through mid-teenage years. Such a powerful thing to be able to change someone's perspective and feeling about themselves, their self-worth, their self-consciousness. And we see people all the time, old and young alike, who come in and they won't even hardly smile when we're trying to do our exam. Or they'll give us kind of a half smile and we're like, no, you really gotta smile. And I don't wanna smile like that. And that's when we can say, hey, that right there, we're gonna change that. Just wait till we're finished.
Oh man, here's a broken play. I don't think any of these guys are north to south runners. I mean, look at this one here. Just bounced outside with no blockers ahead of him. But you know, you can always call a Hail Mary, and the guy that you want as your QB is Dr. Ferris. I mean, you give Dr. Ferris the ball, and boom, good things happen. Yep, that's Ferris Orthodontics again with that really nice new smile.
GBTC provides cutting-edge technology for your home and business. From smart security and high-speed internet to TV and phone, GBTC has everything you need to stay connected. We're committed to building a stronger, better, connected future. Our GVTC Foundation's charitable support and industry-leading products help you stay connected to what matters most. GVTC, connecting you.
You have access to a reality-bending GVTC AR experience that will connect you to your school's athlete within the GVTC service area. Go to levelup.gvtc.com. Once there, touch Start Experience Now. Select either a Ranger, Charger, Warrior, or Greyhound. Now you're ready to touch Start Experience on your athlete's page. Allow access to your camera and touch the purple Continue button. And here is where you will place your athlete in whatever environment you want to interact with them. Scale them and rotate them to match the scene you put them in.
With GVTC Fiber Internet, I'm unstoppable.
Now, change the angle you see them by moving your phone. You can even screen capture a portrait with your athlete.
It's fast, powerful, and always on point.
Tap the Explore GVTC button for even more cutting-edge products that can help connect you to the world.
Hey, Chloe,
Yes, Coach Patton?
come in for a minute.
Of course.
So I want to talk to you about social media.
Oh,
So it's this GVTC AR experience. It's like really cool. I mean, like drip.
wow, okay.
GVTC is connecting you to Warrior volleyball player Chloe Monson in a reality-bending way. Scan the code for exclusive access and let the power of GVTC level up your reality in a whole new way.
Every roof has a story, and you notice yours has more than one to tell. That spring storm brought more than just rain. The telltale thump of hail hitting every second as the wind tears the shingles off one by one. Now it's time to do something about it, but you need someone you can trust. That's why homeowners turn to Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, a family-owned company with over 30 years of experience in all types of roof systems. Providing free inspections, Stevens will help you every step of the way. Join our family today. Stevens Roofing and Remodeling, trusted by generations.
On the Cannery Road, good luck down in Austin. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's all just a part of the
40 minutes of soccer is down, 40 to go here in Pieper Coliseum as Pieper has the first kickoff in the second half. Pieper now moving left to right, Canyon moving right to left here in the second half. This 0-0 tie between these two Comal schools. Mentioned at the end of the half that these two schools, rather high scoring teams, Pieper averaging just under 4 goals a game last season, and they're averaging just over 4 goals a game this season. Canyon averaging 3.1 goals a game this season. Last season just averaged just under 3 goals a game, so very consistent team so far early on in this 2023 to 2024 season, as it's Groundhog's Day and we'll have an early spring Punxsutawney, Phil has told us. We'll see if that comes to fruition in a few months. We're still in the dead of winter right now, but it's not feeling too wintry here in South Central Texas. 67 degrees here in the second half as Pieper, quick momentum here to start the second half. They'll be looking to get a quick goal here to start the second half. as it's 0-0 still. Dangerous position here with Vasquez. Lays it off. Going for goal of the Warriors, but gets a little chipped up. As pulling it back is a Canyon player. That's Natalia Hendricks pulling it back. Pieper, when they surpass their average goals a game of just over 4, they are 4-0. When they do not reach 4 goals a game, the Warriors are 1-2-1. So that's where all their losses and ties comes from. A dangerous cross across the middle, but not quite tall enough as the Pieper Warrior on the other end of it. Another attacking spot here, though, for the Warriors. Down that left channel. Another cross in. Getting to the end of it, but not quite quick enough is Alex Scholl. Alex Scholl been on the end of a few crosses and hasn't been able to connect any quite yet. Isabella Muchagimba still in goal for the Cougarettes. Wearing the powder blue kit with the black pants. Canyon trying to get some offensive momentum here in the second half. When they surpass their 3-goal average, they are 4-0, and they've allowed 1 goal in those 4 games. When they do not reach that 3-goal average, they too have, that's where all their losses and ties have come from. A record of 1-1-1. Only 1 true away game so far for Canyon. They're 1-0 in that, and they scored 4 goals. Here tonight, so far, they're being shut out. Short corner taken by Canyon. They're playing it, passing, kicking it away, though, is the Warriors. But another opportunity here for Canyon. And Stubbs, the first one to it after it goes off the right foot of Bechtel. Stubbs bowls it forward. Big opportunity here. Vasquez, Muchagimba tries to slide. Vasquez goes for goal, and she hits it off the outside of the post. Oh, no. Just off the outside of the post after Muchagimba didn't quite get a foot to it. Just inches difference between a goal and no goal. If that's 6 inches to the right, it's a 1-0 game. But after the first shot on goal here in the second half, it remains 0-0 after Vasquez just misses by mere inches. So it remains 0-0 after the near miss by Vasquez. Cougarettes looking for a counterattack option here. Working down that right wing. Can't quite get the forward momentum moving downfield. Last season, this Cougarettes team outscored opponents 77-23 in 26 games. Here early on in the season, the Cougarettes outscoring opponents 31-4. Pieper, 41 goals in 10 games and only allowing 9 so far. They've taken part in the Governor's Cup, where they face Port Neches Grove, as well as 6A state champion Marcus, and as well as 6A Friendship. They were outscored in that Governor's Cup 6-4 in those 3 games. They beat Port Neches Grove 4-0. That P&G team 10-1. Corner for Canyon coming up. Taken by Maldonado, played short, back to Maldonado. And a cross gets too much air under it. And the first goal is wide left again. It's been wide left here in the second half for both teams, as near misses would have broken this 0-0 tie. Looked like just getting in touch with Riley Hennick, and a bit wider left than I originally thought, but dangerous opportunity there as Stubbs would have been caught off guard. It looks like handball will be called on Alex Scholl. 2 shots here in the second half have both been to the near post side, and both have been gone wide left. So through 7.5 minutes of play in the second half, and more action than we saw in most of the first half, is a hard foul there on Callie. Meyer will draw a free kick for the Cougarettes about 31 yards out, about straight up face of the goal. Dangerous position here as the wind's really picking up. I know we were watching for storms earlier in the night. Can't quite see with how dark it's gotten outside. 3 in the wall for the Pieper Warriors. Going straight for goal and straight into the hands of Stubbs. Not too dangerous of a free kick there, taken by Canyon. Was second shot of the half for Canyon early on. That free kick was taken by Meyer. Make that Hendricks, the junior. So far in this second half, Canyon's been peppering the attacking third of their own. As a pass that goes awry and ends up with the feet of the Cougars, and it looks like the rain has started to come down outside. Can't quite see it on the screen. But the rain has started to come down here at Pieper High School in the Coliseum. The ball will start to play a lot quicker on this turf. It's already playing quickly. Start to play even quicker. As Meyer through ball up the middle. Ends up back with Meyer at the center of the pitch. The attacking third gets cuts back by the Warriors defense. As a nice steady pour of rain has started to come down. As this was why the game was moved up a little bit. Originally, kickoff was slated for 7:30, got moved up to 5:30 in hopes to get into this varsity game without any issue of rain or lightning. Attacking chance here for the Warriors, but ball skids across the turf due to the rain. And there you see how heavy the rain is coming down here in Pieper Coliseum, just outside San Antonio, Texas. This past January was one of the wettest and coldest on history in San Antonio. And Punxsutawney Phil said early spring is coming, so right now we're getting a little spring weather here on this early February night. And you start to see the JV teams that are supposed to play after this varsity game taking cover under the stands. And it looks like all the fans below us have luckily brought their umbrellas. But the players will be playing in this rain for another 30 minutes. And you've seen those games where soccer balls have gone stuck in the mud. That won't be happening here in Pieper Coliseum, as It's obviously an all-turf field here as you see one Piper Warrior take a slip there. Kaylee Meyer does not beat Stubbs to it, but Stubbs loses the handle. Miles still with the ball. A heavy foul there, but no foul called against Meyer. What a series of events, and you had to think some of that was due to the rain. Cougarettes still trying to take a attacking momentum here, and it goes out of bounds, and you see that replay there of Stubbs losing the handle and Meyer trying to be the first one to it. She gets to it. Stubbs tries for the slide tackle, and then a heavy tackle here to stop the momentum of the Cougarettes to keep it 0-0. Seems like the Cougarettes are favoring this slippery playing condition, though. So far, the Warriors haven't found their footing. A lot of times when rain comes into play, you see professional players change what style of boots that they're wearing. They change from blades to studs, not something you see too much at the high school and collegiate levels. As the wind will be a factor for these keepers now, as well as you saw Mila Stubbs lose the handle a little bit when she went to go slide there. There's different types of gloves for keepers depending on what type of playing surface you're playing on and what environment you're playing in. There's gloves for natural grass. There's gloves for artificial grass, just like we're playing on here tonight in Pieper High School. And then there's gloves made for wet environments that we're seeing here. So we'll have to see if somehow these keepers change gloves. But with playing in Central Texas, it's not too often you have to worry about wet weather gloves, as that one staying in bound for the Warriors. And the attacking box now, as there you see another example of how the weather plays a factor. It looked like the Warriors losing their footing just a little bit. Attacking momentum here for the Cougarettes. It's been all Cougarettes here early on in the second half as we're down 13 full minutes. And here, a chance for the Warriors. Muchagimba trying to clear it, and it looks like it goes right off the face of one of the Warriors. A little slow to get up. Looks like Alex Scholl just took the ball straight to the face, and just taking a few moments to get up, and you see, looks like actually luckily clipped her side, and maybe the collision between Muchagimba and Scholl was what sent Scholl down. But Scholl is back up. Glad to see, holding her neck a little bit. And we'll see if this is a free kick in a dangerous position for the Warriors. And it looks like the two refs are conferring. Didn't quite see any foul play, but we'll see what the call is. And it looks like it will be a drop ball. Cannon will punt it away. You can hear the rain pattering on the steel seats and the steel awnings here at Pieper Coliseum, named after the original Coliseum in Rome. And a through ball over the top to the right side. The Cougarettes are the first ones to it. And going for goal is Anderson, but saving it at the near post. Mila Stubbs to keep the clean sheet alive. Original Coliseum. You see Anderson's attempt at goal there to the near post. And a through ball here, a dangerous one for the Warriors. To the left side, going for goal, and there's the goal! The opening goal comes 15 minutes into the second half. Slotted it past Muchagimba. Makes it a 1-0 game for the Pieper Warriors. Here we see that through ball. Getting to the other end of it. Looks like Ashton Hubert, and just places it into that top right corner Purse Muchagimba makes it 1-0. 24 minutes to go here in the second half. First goal in the 56th minute for Ashton Hubert. Now Canyon looking to answer back quickly. But Ashton Hubert opens the scoring for this tie between Canyon and Pieper. The 42nd goal of the season for the Warriors. And Canyon's 5th allowed goal. Here you see Coach Season Coughlin and assistant coach Stephen Davis looking to move the Warriors to 8-2-1 on the season, 4-0 in district play. That 4-0 would put them officially atop the standings as Smithson Valley has the night off, and Canyon, as of right now, would move to 3-1 in district standings, putting them in the third spot ahead of Bernie Champion still. Smithson Valley, as mentioned, off tonight, but their next game at Canyon. Free kick taken by the Cougarettes goes wide left. No danger towards Stubbs. During Piper's 3-game win streak, they've now scored 23 goals and allowed none still. Looking to keep 4 clean sheets alive with the shutout here tonight in the Coliseum. Free kick opportunity coming up now for the Cougarettes. Just about 21 yards away. Dangerous spot here as Talia Hendricks will take the free kick. 2 will be in the wall for Stubbs. 5 in the box, awaiting the kick in. Hendricks goes for goal and it goes a little bit too tall. So Hendricks goes straight for goal and it does not falter. Stubbs keeps the clean sheet alive here 19 minutes in to the second half. Just about an hour into play, 20 minutes to go. Pieper up 1-0 after the 56-minute score by Ashton Hubert. Canyon has not had an away district game this season. So right now, looking to start their season off 0-1 on the road as checking in Alexis Best. Last season, the Cougarettes had a away district record of 6-1 when they outscored opponents 33-4 on the road. Canyon has allowed 1 goal 4 times this season against Bowie, Wichita Falls, Arlington Heights, and against Champion being the latest. Cougarettes just kicked this one out. During Canyon's 3-game win streak, they have outscored opponents 13-1. If that ends here tonight, they will have outscored opponents 13-2 over a 3-game win streak. The one loss possibly coming here tonight as the turf starts to sheen a little bit more due to the rain. Cougarettes playing down that right channel, but gets blocked by Maddie Price. Canyon trying to find something at that far flag. Plays it out to the 30. Was all Canyon until that goal, and going for goal here, but Stubbs safely in her arms once more. 4 shots for Canyon here. And only 2 for Pieper in the second half, and one of those ended up in a goal, and here's another opportunity for the Warriors. Well, the defense and Muchagimba of the Cougarettes keeps it at a 1-0 game, just under 19 to go. Here in the Coliseum, as 2 players collide, 1 Cougarette goes down. The Pieper Coliseum, named after the Roman Coliseum. Construction for the original Roman Coliseum started in 1772 AD, just 72 AD, under Vespasian, the Roman emperor. Was eventually completed 8 years later under the Emperor Titus. If you're questioning just how long ago the difference between the Pieper Coliseum and the Roman Coliseum, well, it's been 1,944 years since the original Coliseum was finished construction, and about 4 since the Pieper Coliseum was done constructed. One material that is likely similar between these two is limestone and concrete, both used to create both of these Coliseums. One difference is tuff, also known as volcanic rock, used to help create the Roman Coliseum, and concrete a lot different in Roman times than it is now. Something that even modern scientists and historians have not been able to figure out how they created historical concrete that is self-healing in a way. When it rains, it fixes itself, it fixes cracks, and modern scientists still haven't figured out how to crack that code. As the Cougarettes looking to play over the ball, over the top here, haven't found anything quite yet. And obviously the Pieper Coliseum used for sporting events as well as the occasional track meets and band meets. The original Roman Coliseum used for gladiator games and Olympic games as well as mock sea battles. Not something you'll see here at the Pieper Coliseum, but if the rain continues to come down here as it is here, and the goals might be raining down, is going for goal, but easily saved by Muchagimba as Vasquez was going towards goal. But you won't see any sea mock battles here in the Pieper Coliseum anytime soon. As play continues. The Warriors and the Cougarettes. 1-0 Pieper lead. 15 to go in the second half. Next up for Pieper would be Bernie Champion. Next up for Canyon is Smithson Valley, looking ahead. Canyon will face Smithson Valley and Seguin next week. Pieper will face Champion and Tybee, both away games. So they'll make the trip to Bernie and Kerrville to face the Chargers and the Antlers. Chargers currently sitting at 4th in district. Tybee currently sitting at 5th. Tybee and Bernie Champion playing each other tonight. In Kerrville, Champion at a 3-6-1 record. Tybee 4-4 on the season. As it's Meyer back on the ball, and she loses possession though, right in the attacking third. Hasn't quite found her momentum here in the second half yet. As it's 66 minutes have gone, 1-0 Pieper lead, thanks to the 56-minute goal by Ashton Hubert. She slotted one past Isabella Muchagimba into the right corner. Here the Cougarettes, though, have an opportunity, and it falters out to the hands of Stubbs. Not the strongest of throws by Stubbs. Likely has to do with the rain. When you're not wearing the correct gloves, you can't get enough purchase on the ball to throw it. Tracking back is Trevino. She'll clear it out. Doesn't quite get out of play, as the rain has, based on the stadium lighting, looks like the rain has slowed down quite a bit, but it's still coming down. As you see, it actually looks like it's just blowing sideways from our vantage point. Couldn't quite see that. Looks like it's just blowing horizontally now. So still affecting the players and still affecting the ball. Likely helping Canyon just a little bit with how that wind is blowing from the right to the left, it looks like. Ball played on the ground is gotta take advantage of how slippery the surface is here. A lot of quick through balls. As you see, one right there just gets by the outstretched foot of Anderson. Thrown to be taken for the Warriors now. Going for goal, but wide left. Not really giving Stubbs any kind of danger, as the Cougarettes have been peppering the goal here in the second half. That's their sixth shot of the second half alone. There you saw Callie Meyer, the senior, trying to help the Cougarettes get back in this one. Hoping for at least a tie right now. Possibly a comeback big victory. Going for goal again are the Cougarettes, and just again into the safe hands of Stubbs. Booted away by Stubbs, gets to the midfield area. A collision there between Hendress and Scholl. Foul against Hendress. Be a Pieper free kick. Their defensive third. Long kick taken, gets to Gonzalez. And headed away, though, just in time by the Cougarettes. Tries to clear it, stays in play. Jimenez on it. Driven shot, but deflected away. That one goes off of Best towards Muchagimba. She picks it up. Under 10 to go. Here in this tie between Pieper and Canyon. Long ball peters out. Will be goal kick for Pieper. Talked about how last season each time the away team took the victory. With a Pieper victory here tonight, it would set the precedent on the home teams taking the victories this season. But we'll have to see what happens between these two. The next time these two match up on February 27th, that will be at Canyon. They'll be right at the near end of the season. that game on the 27th will be televised on Cougars Network. So make sure to tune in for that second half tie between these two teams to see just where these two teams stand near the end of the season and near the end of district play. That's 6 games away, so 3 weeks out. As a through ball over the top, gets it to Vasquez. Looking for the right foot cross to Gonzalez, but cut off. Back again to the Cougarettes. Now going the other way, Jimenez. Jimenez sticking with it. Lays it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to be there first, but doesn't quite get there in time. And it'll be Canyon throwing deep in their defensive third. Clearance by the Canyon Cougarettes. Pieper throwing now coming up. Another Pieper throwing. Gonzalez is the near player. Actually goes to Vasquez, but it ultimately goes to Gonzalez. Back to Jimenez, who took the throw-in. Threw ball over the top. It's a dangerous one. Looking for Best there. Got a little tangled up and couldn't quite get the positioning. Vasquez trying to find the ball and get it back to the Pieper feet. It'll be a deep attacking third throw-in for Pieper coming up. Substitution as Ashton Hubert comes in, scored the goal in the 56th minute. The lone goal right now in this Comal Cup tie. Hubert takes the throw-in. Hubert feinted to the right and then to the left and ultimately ends up Cougarette goal kick coming up. Actually, they're saying a Pieper corner in the far corner flag. Isa Gonzalez to take the corner. In swinger. Gets it to Scholl. Cleared away by the Cougarettes. Back at the feet, though, of a Pieper Warrior. Doesn't ever truly give any danger to the face of the goal. 1-0 still, just over 5 minutes to play in the second half. As Jimenez booted that one away. They're saying a deep throw in for the Cougarettes. Long shot taken. Muchigimba gets to it though. She loses handle of it. Didn't ever really face a danger of being in goal. Muchigimba just was covering her lines. Meyer at the ball now. Meyer, we've mentioned, going to play at Angelo State. And breakaway here for the Warriors. Going for the right post and it gets in. (2-0). Ariana Vasquez with the second goal for the Warriors. Just kisses off the right post. You see it here, just a clear breakaway. Sees the right post. Goes past Muchigimba and just pings it straight off that right post for the second goal for the Warriors here in the 75th minute. Both goals for the Warriors have come off that right side. Slotted past Muchagimba. So goals in the 56th and 75th minute. Ashton Hubert, top right corner in the 56th. Ariana Vasquez in the 75th minute. Makes it a 2-0 Piper game. Piper with 8 shots and 2 goals. Canyon with 10 shots and no goals. 8 of those shots coming here in the second half for the Cougarettes. And a little breakaway here for the Cougarettes. They going towards the flag. Tries to get it back to Meyer, but doesn't quite find her. 3.5 to go. 2-0 game, Piper lead. Just opting to clear it as the Warriors back line. The Cougarettes don't keep possession as losing the foot of the ball is Nina Rocha. So Piper will bleed off time by taking the throw in slowly. Looks like time stopped as a substitution is being made. Looks like Addie Jimenez is going off. And coming on is Alexis Best. Just under 3 minutes to go as we're through 77 minutes of play. And 2 goals coming in the second half for Piper. Making it 43 goals on the season and 24 in district play. As a foul outside the 18-yard box, but in a dangerous position for the Warriors. Looks like Luca Davis will take the free kick. 2 in the wall for the Cougarettes. 4 in the box for the Warriors. Playing it short is Davis. Back to Davis. She'll try to cut it in, but cleared away by the Cougarettes. Under 2 to go. 2-0 lead for Piper Warriors. A win here would set them atop the district early on, 4 games in. Clearing it away is the Cougarettes. Trevino with the ball. She'll try and play it to the forward third for the Warriors. Just over a minute to go. Piper still looking for a third goal here. Shot on goal, but straight to Muchagimba from Scholl. Just a minute to go now. Cougarettes face a big wall to try to get 2 goals in less than a minute. Piper still pestering away for a third one. One last momentous attack from the Canyon Cougarettes as it's has to recycle all the way back to midfield. Under 20 now. Myers looking for a goal. Cuts it back to the middle, back to the outside. And she gets fouled. No foul called. And that will do it most likely for the game here in Piper Coliseum. The Piper Warriors take it 2-0. The Warriors move to 8-2-1 on the season and 4-0 in district play. A shutout for Mila Stubbs. A goal for Ariana Vasquez and Ashton Hubert. The Canyon Cougarettes move to 8-2-1 and 3-1 in district play. The final here from Warriors Network is Season Coughlin, and the Warriors take it 2-0. Cole Pavelio and the rest of the Warriors Network, thanks you for joining us here on Warriors Network.